Good morning, everybody. It's day 2 of our trip from West Jefferson, Ohio to Tucson, Arizona. We're currently in Springfield, Missouri. We stopped last night in Cuba, Missouri at Midwest Petroleum, fueled up the truck, tucked ourselves in a little spot to sleep, and left out around 8 o'clock this morning. Been driving a couple hours. We are right now about 130 miles from the yard where I parked the truck at home. Detouring down to the house for 2 or 3 hours and continuing on from there. So that makes my 1,850 mile trip closer to 1,900 miles, but worth it to go to the house for a little bit, get a shower, get a couple more things for the truck, and I'm either getting the dog food bowl that I forgot and left at home because I took it home with me this past week, and bringing it back to the truck, or dropping the dog off if the wife decides she wants to come with me out to Arizona. She's thinking about it, not sure what she's going to do. So I guess we'll figure that out once we get there. We got a change of plans. The load that I was picking up in Arizona on Saturday, that got postponed from picking up on the 27th of this month to picking up on the 6th of September. Had the option to keep the load, of course, but it would make no sense as a one-truck carrier to try to figure out a way to stay around Arizona until the 6th. So just gave that back to the broker, and now we are back to square one on trying to figure out how we're going to get loaded on Friday or over the weekend out in Arizona. The load I had worked out perfect with the hours that I would need and not have to do a restart. So now I'm just looking again at what else we can do, get a better idea of what kind of hours I'm going to have available once I get there, and see what kind of time. You got to be a little careful when you're potentially running off a recap and grabbing a hold of a real long load. You got to make sure you do have the hours to go over onto your running your recap and making the load on time. There's loads out there going all the way back to Virginia. Some loads going 1,300 miles, and just a matter of which ones, if any, that I'll be able to do right now and not run out of hours and end up with a late delivery. Haven't had a late delivery in the 5 years I've had my authority, and I don't want to start now. So we'll play it safe, but probably figure something out between today and tomorrow of where we're going to reload at and where we're going to go to. All right, let's get to the house.
Okay, folks, that concludes day 2 of our trip from West Jefferson, Ohio to Tucson, Arizona. We started off this morning in Cuba, Missouri. Stopped by the house for about 4 hours and finished out here at the rest area in, I think it's called AlanReed, Texas, just east of Amarillo. Totaled up 674 miles today. Not bad for going home as long as we did. Had to pick up the speed towards the end, last hour or two, to make sure we made it here to this rest area before we ran out of hours. But that's it for tonight. We'll talk to you later. AlanReed, Texas, rest area on the westbound side of Interstate 40. This was home last night. All right, there's the entrance into the rest area. Some of the truck parking here, pretty big place. That's my filthy truck right there. It's going to get a bath this trip or on the way back. And then on out here. For a lot more trucks.